Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
I have a dream. We choose to go to the moon.
Feeling we're not in Kansas
Never
anymore.
give in. Never, never, never.
3, 2, 1, 0.
If I ask you to tell me the most interesting story about an event that has happened to you, whether funny, scary, or just interesting, I'm pretty sure you could come up with something throughout the course of your life. What if you take all of the interesting stories that people have to say over the past 4,000 years? What if you take them all and put them in a bucket where the most interesting ones float to the top and the most boring ones sink to the bottom? How many stories are going to be floating on the top there? I believe that there are billions. And think about the last time you heard someone tell an interesting story, how captivated you were by it. Well, the idea of this show is to bring you the most captivating stories and entertain you, whether they come from scientists, mathematicians, political figures, average people that you've never heard of before, criminals, or pretty much anyone. That is the goal here. And when you search in Google for interesting stories, maybe you've poked around Wikipedia a little bit where you can click on any link you want and end up anywhere on the internet with access to any bit of information you could ever imagine. But how consolidated is it, and how easy is it to actually find interesting stories there? The idea of this show is to bring these stories straight to you, across all eras of history, from the Roman Republic, the Enlightenment, the Digital Age, World War I, World War II, pretty much any era, any nationality, any point on Earth, or off of Earth, as we get into the space age, as far back in history as was ever recorded, and bring these to you so you could hear them and enjoy them. You will be amazed at what you can find out about people when you actually go and dig up and find research on them. For example, I think Thomas Young is the physicist who did the double slit experiment. Did you know that he was also partly responsible for deciphering the Rosetta Stone? What kinds of stories and struggles happened along the way so that he could decipher the Rosetta Stone? This is what I mean when I say that there are so many